Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Today I am your LEGO host, Polar Bear, and I hope you enjoy this brand new comic book review. Alright, finally a review I'm going to get on time. So, that is already 10 out of 10 for me. Hopefully it's going to be on time. Hopefully this goes up on Sunday. If it doesn't go up on Sunday, well then I didn't get it on time. But, okay, so, Batman Dark Age issue 2. It was an interesting issue, to say the least. Well, I enjoyed it for what it was. If you want a basic summary before the intro rolls, basically Bruce Wayne was in jail, and then the army made him an offer to reduce his sentence, and so he went to Vietnam, he trained in Vietnam, came back, and is becoming Batman. And if you want an in-depth review, then, well, after this intro, you're gonna get it, so.
I am vengeance. I am the night. I am Polar Bear.
So this is written by Mark Russell, and the art is by Michael Allred, and, well, let's just get into the in-depth review. Well, it's not really in-depth, but it's more of a better review, let's put it that way. We start with an old Bruce Wayne in 2030 at the nursing home saying that life is basically kept in the past. We then go to 1965 on Bruce Wayne's birthday, his 18th birthday, in jail, still. He beat up some inmates who were coming to kill him, and he takes them all out as, well, you know, a Batman does. But a corrections officer appears, and he takes Bruce Wayne to go see General Lane, which, if you don't know, is Lois Lane's dad. He then accepts the offer to be taken to Vietnam instead of serving his full 10-year jail sentence. He is then taken to, actually, Ra's al Ghul, and Ra's al Ghul trains him to do guerrilla ops missions in Vietnam. And at this point, Oliver Queen is actually there with him, and he still picks up the bow and arrow, so keep being you, Ollie. We love you. Because, you know, Ollie is... He's Green Arrow. If you're reading Green Arrow, read Green Arrow. If you're not reading Green Arrow, read Green Arrow. At some point, they become a very formidable team against the Vietnamese that even contracts are put on them. And later on, we hear a radio broadcast of that the war might be over soon because Superman is going to come and liberate them. But the thing is that Superman never comes. So since Superman never came, Bruce actually starts to question if Superman is all that he's supposed to be and more. He even questions if Superman is even American at this point. Which, you know, as we know, Superman is not. He's Kryptonian. But that's, you know, logically what you're thinking back then is he's supposed to be an American hero. Why isn't he helping the Americans in the Vietnam War? But after going through the jungle and doing all these missions, the president is interviewed, and Lois Lane is like, there have been reports of super secret agents. Well, you know what? Super agents in the field, and that they are doing Black Ops type missions, and the president is basically like, well, it's probably just a bunch of bats. And so from here on forth, the squad is basically called the Bats, which is kind of a dumb name to be part of, but whatever. Anyways, later on, after going through the jungle, the team that Bruce is a part of, the Bats, is ambushed by a single soldier and is easily captured by Ra's al Ghul because, well, you know, it's Ra's al Ghul. And then they take him back to their camp to be interrogated. Bruce is supposed to be the one to interrogate him, but he doesn't. He says he'll do it tomorrow. I just think he doesn't want to, you know, hurt life, you know. So tomorrow then approaches, and he isn't waken up by any of his teammates. He basically sleeps through the entire night, and he finds the prisoner dead with a knife through him, and through the knife, I guess you would say, is Bruce Wayne's discharge papers. So back at Gotham, he goes and Alfred picks him up back at the airport, and Bruce acknowledges that basically all around him is bright and flashy colors, whereas for the past 2 years he has been in the dark. And then when they return to Wayne Manor, Bruce Wayne then reflects on how the war and basically everything has changed in the past 2-3 years, however long he's been gone, really. And while he's reflecting on that, Alfred embraces him to tell him that he's happy he's home and that he is safe and that no matter what happens, Alfred will protect him. Later on, he leaves for a walk, and this is going to seem kind of similar to, like, Batman Begins, you know, the movie. He goes and meets up with Lucius Fox about everything that has changed, and Bruce finds out Lucius has actually made a Batman outfit because, well, I guess you could call it a Batman outfit, but, you know, it's not exactly a Batman outfit. It basically is a reference to his team being called the Bats in Vietnam. But Lucius made the suit because he wanted change, and he thinks that Bruce might be able to be that change. Because a lot of what happened after Thomas Wayne died is that, like, there's no more tomorrow. There's no more tomorrow. That doesn't make any sense. But you know how in the first issue they talked about all about how he was building the world of tomorrow. And, well, since, they're not doing that anymore because of the False Face Society, because, they've taken over Wayne Enterprises. After that, on the first night, the False Face Society then goes after Bruce Wayne in Wayne Manor, and they try to assassinate him, and instead of that happening, well, Batman comes out. Batman then takes out all of the False Face Society members except for one, and then he gives them straight to Commissioner Gordon because he can't trust any other cops in the GCPD. So after that, the last remaining member of the False Face Society then meets up with one of the heads of the Sionis. He meets up with Sionis of Wayne Enterprises, and he's like, well, why isn't Bruce Wayne dead? And he's like, well, some guy who has a bunch of military strategy know-how basically stopped all of us. And then at the end, he goes, well, I don't think that this is going to be the end. I think that this is going to be the beginning. And that is how the issue ends. And, I mean, so far, it's a good read. I enjoyed the reading of it, and I'm excited to see Superman make his appearance in the book. But as for a rating, I'd probably give it 7 out of 10 Lego bats. Obviously, I don't want to say obviously, but as you can tell, this review is actually a little shorter. By a little, I mean a lot shorter than the first issue. There's just not as much to unpack here. It's basically Bruce Wayne was in jail, he went to Vietnam, and then he came back home. That is the whole book. And I'm not saying that it's not intriguing or anything. It's just I expected a little bit more, especially after the first issue, I guess. I also didn't expect him to go to Vietnam, but that's neither here nor there. I'm still enjoying it. I'm still gonna review it for you guys. It's still on my pull list, obviously. But yeah, if you guys like this video, please give this video a like. And if you want to tell me what you guys think of this book in the comments, or what this series is in the comments so far, or not what the series is, but how you feel about the series so far in the comments, that would be great. And if you guys enjoy Batman, or if you guys enjoy me, please hit that red subscribe button and turn it gray. And until next time, keep collecting the comics that you like.